Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be making this jumbo baggy pants with elastic and a rope on the waist area with two side pockets. If this is what you like to watch, please stick to the end of this video. Thank you to all my returning subscribers. I love you guys. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment on this video. Set a notification bell as soon as I upload any video. You'll be the first to get it. Okay? Please stay glued to this channel for more sewing tutorials. Thank you. Let's get started. Okay, so my fabric is folded into two, 18 inches, right? That's 1 yard. I folded it into two. Okay. For you to know what to fold, your hip measurement divided by 4, 5 inches allowance, and your crotch extension. Mine is 2.5. So everything is 17, but I folded 18, right? Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to be doing minus 2.5. Okay. My band is going to be 2.5 band. Okay, so what I'm measuring now is the hip line. The hip line is 9 inches and the crotch extension I'm using for this tutorial is 12 inches. Okay, so this is 12 inches and this is 9 inches for the hip line, and we are going to be using length 45 including the sewing allowance. Okay, is length 45 including the sewing allowance. So on the hip line, we are going to be doing the hip measurement divided by 4, 40 divided by 4, which will give us 10. That is what I just marked. Then I'm going to be adding 5 inches allowance. 5 inches is a jumbo pant, okay? Then I'm going to rule what I have up from the crotch up to the waist area. Can you see it? You rule it up, okay? Because the waist is elastic. So now the crotch extension, I'm using 2.5. That is your hip measurement divided by 16. It will give me 2.5. So that's my crotch extension. Okay, so I'm going to be connecting it this way. Okay, so when we are done with that, right, we measure whatever we have here. Of course, we have 17.5. Can you see it? Okay. I'm going to be taking same down to the hem of our pants. Okay. Down to the hem of our pants. Just watch me. You measure it at the hem of the pants. Okay. Don't forget, we are working with length 45. At this point, I had to use the whole length, but I later readjusted it to length 45. That is minusing our band. Okay. So whatever you have, you repeat it on the base 17.5. Okay. So at this point, if you want to continue, you just take whatever you have from the crotch straight down and you cut out. You can just take it straight down this way. Okay. You just take it straight and you roll it up. Okay, just as seen. Once you roll it up, okay, you can cut out, right? You can just cut it out at this point. But for me, I want to do a little adjustment. Okay, from the down parts, I want to reduce the wideness a bit. It is totally optional. It is totally optional. So from the down part, I'm going in by 1 inch. Okay, from the hem I went in by 1 inch. That is the side, from the side area. Sorry, my camera didn't get it. And from the upper side, can you see what I'm doing? I'm going in by half an inch. Okay, so I'm going to be connecting the waist, the half an inch I took in from the waist. I'll connect it to the hip. Okay, then from the hip, I'm going to connect straight down to the 1 inch I took by the side. Okay, I'm going to be using my long ruler. Okay, from the 1 inch, I will adjust it and, you know, roll it up. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? I just wanted to reduce the wideness a bit. It is totally optional. It is not compulsory, okay, because it's a free pant. It's totally optional. So at this point, we are going to be cutting it out, okay. So we are going to be cutting it out. We're basically done with the front. It is very simple and straightforward. It is very simple and straightforward, okay. Just watch the way I am cutting it, okay. You can see from the down part is 1 inches. As we are 1 inch, as we are coming up, is slanted towards the hip, okay. From the hip I continue upward to the waist. It is slanted, right? Then we are going over to the crotch area. We are going to cut it out. Can you see? So you cut this all the way down. Basically for this pant, what you need is just the hip, the hip and the length of your pants, right? Hip length and waist apparently when you want to cut your elastic for the waist. So we are done for the front. Can you see? That was fast. Okay. So now we are going to be folding our fabric again into two. The first time we folded 18, but now we are going to be folding more than 18. Okay. We are going to fold what we take the front, and you still have like 2 inches allowance to add to it. Okay. All right. So just watch me. Okay. This is the length of our pants. Okay, that is what I'm marking. And make sure above the waist for the back you have 2 inches upward, either 2 inches or 1.5. But for this tutorial, I'm working with 2 inches. Can you see the 2 inches upward? Okay, can you see we are going up by 2 inches, and we are going to slant it to the waist. Okay, we are going to slant it to the waist. This is just for the back side, okay, because of the butt at the back, so just to cover it. So this is what I'm doing. You slant it towards the waist. Okay, all right. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to add 2 inches, 2 inches to the back pant. So from the side, I'm going to be adding 2 inches all the way down, 2 inches all the way down. Now take note, is either you add it from the side or from the crotch area. Whichever way you do it, it is still the same thing. I'm going to be showing us something. Okay, so I've taken my 2 inches down all the way, right? So I'm going to be connecting it with a ruler, a straight ruler. Okay, so like I said, you can take the allowance either from the side or from your crotch area. Okay, but I prefer taking it from the side. Okay, can you see? So now I'm going to adjust the slanted line to meet with the 2 inches allowance I just made. Okay, that is what I'm doing now. Right. Okay, so this is basically it for the back as well. It is straightforward and simple. So let's cut together. Okay, so cutting through the waist area. Okay, you can see that this side is high. Okay, like I said, it's because of the back, the butt. So we are cutting through the 2 inches allowance that we added to the back. Obviously, for your pants trouser, the back is supposed to be bigger than the front because of the butt at the back. So the back is usually bigger than the front. Okay, so now that we have cut through, okay, we have cut through, so I'm going to be cutting the length. Okay, I had to place the front and the back together before cutting the length. Okay, so that is what you see me doing, right? So at this point we are cutting through the crotch area. Okay, so when I'm done cutting this part, I'm going to be showing us something. I said initially that you can either take the allowance either from the crotch area or from your side. Okay, at this point, if this video has been helpful, I don't know why you have not hit the subscribe button. Please like, share, comment on this video so that this video can help someone out. Okay, all right, can you see? Okay, so now watch me. Now the allowance we have is at the back, at the side. Okay, at the side here. Now that's where they, so if I move the front towards the side to make them align, you can see that we already have the allowance at the crotch area. So that is why I said either which way works. Either you take the allowance from the crotch area or you take the allowance from the side. They are still the same thing. Can you see? Now that I adjusted it, can you see the allowance is reflecting here? So basically, the most important thing is that the back is bigger than the front, either from the side or from the crotch area. Okay, so we are done with the cutting. The next thing we are going to be doing now is to close the crotch. 0.5, I'm going to be sewing 0.5 for the front, and for the back as well 0.5. When I'm done, I'll bring it. Okay, so for the front, I'm done with it, and this is the pocket, the side pocket. Please pay attention. The length I have here is 11 inches, and the width for this pocket is 9 inches, right? 11 by 9. So this is two pieces, right side facing right side. I'll now place my front pants on it. Okay, the two pieces is right side facing right side, then I'll place my pants on it this way, just as I am doing it. Okay, all right, so now we are going to be measuring 3 inches, 3 by 7, 3 inches this way, and the length is going to be 7 inches. Okay, so and I'm going to connect it with my ruler this way, like a V, as if you are making a V neckline. Can you see it? And at this point, I'm going to cut it out. So I'm cutting out both the pieces and the pant itself. Can you see? Wow, this is it. So I'm going to be turning it over for us to see. Okay, so now that I open up the pant, I'll place my pocket this way and sew it 0.5. I'll place the other one right side facing right side. I'll sew 0.5. Then when I'm done, just like I'm done, okay, I'm going to notch. I'm going to notch. Make sure you notch if you want your pocket to relax very well. Or you might be making your pocket and say my pocket is not relaxing. Just follow this procedure. Your pocket is going to relax. It's not going to bulge. Okay, so I'm going to notch the other parts as well, right? Okay, so now that I'm done notching, I'm going to top stitch. Do you see it? I'm going to top stitch. You move all the sewing parts to the pocket side, and I'm going to top stitch again. Watch me. I said I'm going to top stitch this way, okay, and I will fold it in again, and I'm still going to top stitch it very close to the end of the fabric. Okay, so now that I'm done stitching and top stitching, this is what I have. Can you see how flat it is? It is very flat. Okay, very flat, right? So I'm going to be bringing the other pieces that I have, because the pieces is 4 pieces. You have to make 4 pieces of 11 inches by 9, right? That is what I made. So I've used the first two. The second two is what I want to use now. Okay, the pants back side, wrong side of the fabric will be facing me, while the right side of the pocket will be facing me. Now I'm going to do right side facing right side and sew all through this way up to this point. Okay, I'm going to place this on this again. Can you see the way I placed it? And you're going to sew all through 0.5, and that will be all for the pocket. So I'll do that, and I've done that, and this is it. Can you see the pocket? Is it bulging? No, it isn't bulging. Yeah, it's well laid. Can you see it? So we are going to be taking the back side of our pants and place it on the right side of our pants. Can you see? Just place it this way. Make sure you pin. Make sure you iron. I might not be showing you the process here, but make sure you pin and make sure you iron. So you are going to sew these two sides, and the crotch, you sew it this way and the other way. Do you understand? Okay. So now that I'm done sewing the side and also the crotch area, our pant is almost ready. Can you see the pocket is pocketing? Can you see the baggy is bagging? Can you see the jumbo is jumboing? Okay, so this is what we have. Now I want to work on the band. So I'm going to measure around what I have. Just take it round all the way. Measure round all the way. Measure round all the way. Make sure you measure correctly and accurately. Make sure you measure correctly and accurately. Okay, so by the time I'm done measuring, I had 56 inches, but I'm going to be adding 1 inch to make it 57. That is for the sewing allowance. So this long strip I have here is 57 inches. When you open it up, it's 6 inches. Unfold, it is 3. Don't forget, the elastic band I want to use is 2 inches elastic band. Okay, from the beginning we have already minus 2.5 for the band. And you see it, 57 inches is what we have on this strip. Okay, so watch what you are going to do. You are going to fold this together. Okay, we are going to sew on 0.5. Just watch. First of all, you mark out your 0.5. Okay, that's the line we are going to be sewing on. Okay, watch. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing now is we are going to measure where we are going to sew and where we are going to jump. Now you take your tape rule, measure 1 inch, you mark it. Can you see? You jump it, and just watch me. You measure another 1 inch, mark it, and you roll down this way. Can you see? I'm going to sew from here to here. I'm not going to sew that middle part. That middle part is going to be open. I will jump it and sew the other 1 inch, because that is where we are going to be bringing out our elastic, our rope from. So I've gone ahead to sew it. Can you see the hole? Can you see the hole we have there? So now I'm going to fold. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to fold it into two. Okay, after sewing down what I have inside, I'm going to fold this into two. I've also gone ahead to iron it out so that it will be relaxing. Yes, can you see? Can you see the hole here? Can you see it? That is where our rope is going to be coming out from. Okay, so and at the end we are going to be sewing round this band. Okay, we are going to be sewing round the band, but before then I'm going to join this band to our pants. Okay, so when you want to join, you make sure you pick the center front, okay, and align it to the center front of your band. The center front of your band is where the rope will be coming out from. Make sure it aligns. Just watch me. Can you see? Make sure it aligns to the center front of your pants. Then you begin to pin. Please pin. Oh. Don't be tired of pinning. Pin, pin, pin. Make sure you pin it all around to secure the band very well on the pant, to make sure it goes round. Okay, so I'm going to pin it all around, and I'm going to sew on a 0.5. Can you see what we have? Can you see it? So I'm going to sew, pin it all around. Make sure you pin to the end before you start stitching. Okay, so I've gone ahead to pin, pin. Don't get tired of pinning. Okay, you pin it all around. So look at it here. I'm done pinning all around. Okay, I'm done pinning all around. So I'm going to take it to my machine to sew it with my 0.5. I hope you have liked my video. I hope you have liked this video. I hope you have dropped your question or your comments. Thank you as we continue. So let me take it to the machine. I've gone ahead to sew it round. I'm removing the pins right now. Okay, I'm removing the pins, removing the pins, removing the pins. This pant is very simple and straightforward. Okay, so now that I am done removing my pins, okay, can you see how it looks like? Yeah, this is how it looks like. Don't forget to iron. Make sure you iron. Make sure you iron. So this is the hole. Can you see it? So I left a space where we are going to be passing our elastic. Okay, this elastic is 2 inches elastic. The waist is 32, but the elastic here is 26 inches. So I reduced about 6 inches from the actual waist. Say it, yeah. So you use a safety pin and you start inserting. Okay, start inserting. As you are inserting, you are pulling it to make sure it is straight. As you are pulling it, you are straightening it. Please don't allow it to fold. Don't allow it to fold. Okay, so just watch me as I'm inserting it. I'm dragging it to make sure it is straight and it's not folding. It's not folding. Okay, so just do it gradually. Okay, please, I'm expecting your questions in the comment section. If there's anything that is not clear to you, drop your question, drop your comments. Please share this video, so that the algorithm will, suggest it to other mates. Okay, so I'm going to draw it all around, all around, all around. Okay, you keep going gradually till you are done. Okay, you keep going gradually. Make sure you are drawing it. So now that I'm done, I'm going to put it this way and I'm going to stitch and stitch. I'm going to double stitch. Okay, I'm going to double stitch and bring it back. So I've gone ahead to stitch it down, and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to release it to enter inside. Can you see? Okay, our pant is already panting, oh, and our band is already banding, and our jumbo is already jumboing, and our baggy is already bagging. Confirm. Can you see it? All right, so the next thing I'll be doing now is, okay, from the center front. Okay, from the center front, just watch closely. Okay, I have about 1 inch before the opening, so I'm going to be making 2 stitches, half inch all the way around the pants, half inch all the way around, and half inch all the way around. And after the opening, I'm still going to make a stitch. I still have about half inch. I'm still going to make a stitch around it, so we are making 3 stitches. Okay, so now that I'm done with all the stitches, from the opening we have there, I'm beginning to insert the rope. Make sure you make a rope that is very long that will go round and you still have extra. Okay, so that is the rope I'm trying to force to enter in between. Can you see? Like I said, I have 3 stitches round, the first one, the second one, and I make sure that the opening I have will be enough to enter my rope. Can you see it? Can you see what I'm doing? So this is basically how to work around it. Can you see that it is neatly and neatly done? So if you have watched to the end of this video, thank you so much. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.